Are you tired of hiring employees who suck? Are you stuck with lazy, unreliable workers? Well, it's time to fix that. In this video, we're gonna break down the best hiring practices for the junk removal industry so you can find and keep solid employees who actually show up and do the job right. I'm Dan with Dan's Holloway. Let's jump right into it. Finding employees. Where do you find them? How do you find the right people? The best platforms that I've seen and I've done all these hirings from: ZipRecruiter, Indeed. I've used Facebook, Nextdoor. There are all different types of places that you can find these employees from. Now, just like with Google ads compared to Facebook ads, Google, you are searching for a specific thing. Facebook, you are stumbling upon. So if you're gonna be using and you're trying to find people to work for you, ZipRecruiter and Indeed are going to be places where you're gonna find employees that are looking for work. Now, the ones on Facebook and Nextdoor, you can find great employees there, but don't expect to be getting overloaded with job applicants from there, because that's not where people are looking to find employment. Now, let's talk about the best hiring practices for what it is you're looking for. All right, there's three different types of employees here, okay? You have W-2 employees. W-2 employees are on the books, okay? They are paid through payroll. They are taxes being taken out. Everything is being done for them, which is why most businesses have W-2 employees, because they take care of them and get them all set up for the year and make it super easy. 1099. 1099 employees, these guys are contractors for hire. You are not taking out their taxes. They are responsible for all that in itself. I have seen people do 1099. I am particularly not the biggest fan. I like W-2 employees, people that are gonna be with you constantly, nonstop, and you're taking care of them. The last one is under the table. Okay, cash employees under the table. You're paying them cash every day, cash every week, however that works in the sense of the way you have it set up. But what is it that you're hiring? Okay, when you're hiring employees, you want to think about what it is that you're bringing on to your team. Okay, I want you to ask yourself, okay, that W-2 employee that you just found at Best Buy or anything like that, are they going to be a person that is going to be an under the table employee? Most people don't want to take cash under the table. I can tell you from my experience, paying people under the table, it's got me by. I had to use it, I've done it, but it is not something to grow upon. It is a temporary solution to finding the right employees. I found that the most problems with employees are people that I paid under the table, hired too fast, all the above. I found that W-2 employees, providing them stable work, is going to be the best solution for you. Setting up the interviews, hiring these people. Now, you've already found them. You've posted on ZipRecruiter. You've posted on Nextdoor, Facebook, wherever you found these people. Now, this is the biggest thing. We are not hiring to try out. That is a huge part of the problem. I don't do any sort of hiring on the spot anymore. Those are the ones that I found the most problem with, okay? I have a mentality: hire slow, fire fast. You're gonna hear me say that in a few times in this video. There's reasons for that. But ultimately, the way that we do our interviews is everything starts with the phone. Calling them, setting up a phone interview. If I'm gonna talk to them right then and there, if I'm gonna text them afterwards. You also have to understand, if you don't get a hold of these people, you leave them a voicemail, just like a customer. Now, it's not just leave them a voicemail, now you text them, okay? Because just like a customer, I don't know about you, but in my personal life, I don't really listen to my voicemails. I do for my business only because it's my business. But my personal stuff, I really don't listen to it because it's most likely a creditor or something I don't really want to listen to. That's the same thing for you, okay? Text them afterwards so that way you can give them an opportunity to call you back. right? The next one is setting up a sit-down face-to-face interview. This is not a tryout. This is not them coming into work for the day. This is for me to sit down and meet the person that I just got off the phone with and I asked a bunch of questions for. All right. I have a specific practice of, because I do a lot of social media, I tell everybody, hey, look at our social media, look at our Facebook, YouTube, Google, anything you could think of, because I want them to understand what it is they're getting into, and I want to use it as a reference point, okay? So I tell them to look at it, and we can talk about it more once they sit down in an interview. Now, the first thing I do in this sit-down interview is ask them what they found. One, if they looked into us, amazing. Thank you for looking into us. That is a great sign for the future. Two, they didn't look at us. All right, it's not the worst thing, but at the same time, they can't do a simple task of watching a video or just searching us on Google. So it is a flag. I try to, take note of those red flags in the beginning. All right. Now, in the sit down face-to-face, I have questions that I like to ask. It's all different in the sense of, what you're looking for, but you want to find people that you can best work with. I particularly like to ask them about their demeanor, okay? When was the last time you got angry at work? When was the last time you got frustrated? I want to hear about those things at work because I like happy-go-lucky people. I don't want angry people in my job place. I don't want road rage. I don't want people getting frustrated taking a sofa out of a difficult place. We need to stop, be composed, and think about these things. So I want to talk about the demeanor. I want to talk about little situations. I want to ask them about them and see if we connect well. Now, it's not about hiring them right on the spot, okay? I hire 2 weeks later. So after that sit-down interview, if I like them, I will hire them and they can start 2 weeks later. Everybody starts on a Monday. Everybody starts 2 weeks later, and there's reasons for this, okay? If they can't wait for a job for 2 weeks, I probably don't need them. If they don't have a job right now and they haven't had a job in a while, there's reasons for that, all right? They're just looking for something that's right now, but I'm not the right now guy. I'm not looking for right now people. I'm looking for people that are going to last. I've gone through different hiring practices for these reasons. Being late, no call, no shows. Sick time all the time. Those are flags that I've seen with people that I hire instantly. They are problems, so I just don't deal with it. Now, that it's not a tryout. If you are hired, you are hired. I'm coming in your first day, you are getting gear, so that way that you are part of the team. It's not about, hey, everybody else is in gear and this guy's still in his Garfield shirt. Okay, make them feel part of the team. You're not just hiring them to, be there for the day. You're hiring because you're hiring. Make them feel that way. Now, that doesn't mean that you got to stick with them forever, obviously. Hire slow, fire fast, okay? Let's get into the next section, into benefits, all right? What is the reason why you want to work with me, all right? Why would they work with me over Walmart? Why would they work with me over Northrop Grumman, right? Why are they going to work with me rather than working at JCPenney, okay? There are lots of different businesses and they offer lots of different things, okay? I would like to be a business that you want to work for. We set a goal to have benefits for our employees. We have benefits for our employees. We offer sick time. We offer vacation time, 401ks. We offer health benefits, dental, the whole nine, but it's not something that's right away. It's a 90-day probationary period, and that is something that is good to have, a 90-day probationary period. It's not a tryout, it's a 90-day probationary period. Do you understand the difference there, okay? The tryout is you're trying somebody out, and that person feels like they're trying out. Whereas if they're hired, they are going through the process and the steps. Now, this is where the red flags and you start seeing all these different things here, okay? Red flags are red flags. So first couple weeks, they've already called in twice, or they've been 20 minutes late for our meetings and stuff like that. Or, you know, it's last second call-ins. It's not like, you know, prepping, anything like that. These are problems and you need to see them. Now, I am not saying that you need to just up and fire somebody, no tries, nothing. You need to be able to offer people exceptions to things. You know, if somebody calls in sick, all right, cool, you got one, but it's within the first week. Let's see if it happens next week. If it happens next week, this is probably going to be a continuous thing. Get them out. See ya. Bye. If they're going to call in sick, okay? If you're sick, you're sick. If you're sick, you're sick. If you need a day off, you're sick. That's totally cool. But then you come back in and then you're good the rest of the week. And then on Friday you call me or you let me know that, hey, I need Monday off. You know, no. All right. You are a brand new employee. It is not about, you know, you and you and you. This is about both of us fitting into a team here. And as a business, I need consistent people to work consistently. All right. I have consistent work for you. I need you here. If you're not going to be here, we're going to be gone. Ultimately, you can't put up with these things. Fire them fast so that way you don't have to deal with it. Now, the problem with firing people is you're back in hiring mode. You got to sit down and do more interviews. You got to be on the truck. You got to do all these different things. You cannot act out of desperation. It does not matter whether they are, you know, sad about losing their job or not. It just is what it is. Once you make the decision, it's over. Quickly sum this all up. Where to find employees. Job sites like ZipRecruiter and Indeed versus community-based platforms like Facebook and Nextdoor. Choosing the right pay structures, whether it's W-2, 1099, or under the table, make sure it's going to work for you and your team. Running an effective interview process. Start with a phone screen, move to a sit-down interview, and then hire strategically and give yourself time. Nothing's right then. Setting clear expectations on benefits, like a 90-day probationary period before the perks kick in. And then recognizing red flags early. Hire slow, fire fast. If someone isn't the right fit, hiring the right people is a key to growing the strong, reliable team. Take your time, set clear expectations, and don't be afraid to cut the dead weight. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like. And do you have any hiring tips yourself? Drop them in the comments and make sure to subscribe for more junk removal business advice.